Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a good night. I'll wait just a second to see if we can get some people on. So I haven't come live on my personal page for a while, but I wanted to tonight. So I wanted to chat with you guys because I've gotten so many emails and so many messages, Snapchats, Instagram messages, all that good stuff in my inbox lately. And so I wanted to just kind of come on here and talk to you guys. So, first of all, I am so grateful, so thankful, and just appreciate all the love, all the support that you guys have given me because that really just keeps you going, right? When you have support from others. Hey, Toby. Hey, Christy. That just keeps you going when you know that you have support from other people. It really just does. So I just wanted to share some things with you guys. And a lot of you have probably already heard some of this, in some of my posts. Thank you, Jamie. You're so sweet. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of share some insights that I have. Because let's just get to it. I have been on the struggle bus for a year and a half with my own fitness and nutrition. It's kind of crazy because I've been in the fitness industry for 13, 14 years now. A personal trainer. I've been a group fitness instructor, Zumba instructor, yoga, whatever, right? And so you think, why in the world is she struggling with her fitness? So I'm going to tell you why I struggle with my fitness. So here's the deal. I started to train for a bikini competition, and I started to get amazing results. I was so strict in my fitness. I was spending about 2 hours a day, 6 days a week in the gym, every single day. So I was doing that, and not only was I in the gym for 2 hours a day, I was so strict on my nutrition. I'm talking heavy protein each and every 2 hours. Only a carb after I worked out. I had to set a timer for each time that I ate. Very little grains, no dairy, no fat. It was just insane. So if my family went to the movies, I couldn't have popcorn or Skittles. I could not even eat the same meals that my family ate. Now, I got in amazing shape, but to what expense, right? So mentally, I was a bear. So I just said, you know what? I have to stop. This cannot go on any longer. I had like 4 weeks to go. And I said, you know what? I got the results that I wanted. I really don't need to, do any type of competition. So I said, I'm going to pull back from that. And I'm just going to do normal fitness. I'm going to work out for an hour a day. I'm going to do it in the gym. And I'm going to eat right. But I'm going to have popcorn at the movies. I'm going to have, a hot dog when we go to a cookout. And I'm going to eat with my family, right? I'm going to live my life. So that's what I want to share with you. But guess what happened? Life got in the way, right? Life got in the way. I miss talking to you too, Devin. Life got in the way, and here's what happened. What started off as, hey, I'm just going to pick up back to normal fitness. I don't have to be extreme. Started to rebound. So here's the deal. What happened was I gained 20 pounds in the matter of 3 months. 3 months I gained 20 pounds, just rebounded. And then 30 pounds, 40 pounds at the end of it. 40 pounds at the end of it. And I was dealing with some marriage issues too. And so I turned to food for comfort. I don't know if any of you have done that. Have you ever just really turned to food for comfort? And, I don't even think I realized it at the moment that I was turning to food. But John would look at me and he would say, why are you eating that? Like, why are you still eating? And I was like, I don't even know. Like, I really don't even know. And granted, the whole time, I'm still exercising. I love to exercise. Like, I am one of those crazy people that probably annoy you because I like to exercise. It's something that I just do. Ashley looks this pretty at 9 p.m. That's funny. I did touch up my makeup just a little bit. You're welcome. But no, seriously, like, I've just always exercised. But my food, like, I have a serious addiction to food and to turning to it emotionally. So you guys probably can relate to that, of turning to food, like if you get upset over something. But we were just dealing with some life issues. So, shortly after I decided not to compete and just to be normal with fitness, that happened. And so I was just kind of crazy with my nutrition. I was not sticking to any type of meal plan. So, needless to say, I put on quite a bit of weight. And so it was 40 pounds heavier than what I was at my fittest. So I went from the absolute best shape of my life to the absolute worst shape of my life. And when I say the worst shape of my life, I legit mean the worst shape of my life. I was heavier then than I was when I had Noah, who is my youngest child. So I weighed 162 pounds at that time. And when I delivered Noah, I weighed 158 pounds. And I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6". And my happy weight is about 128, 130. So if that tells you anything. So I was very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. So I kind of didn't take responsibility for it. I kind of was just telling myself, it's okay. I wasn't owning it. I like to shop, so I just bought new clothes, right? I was just like, you know what? I'll just buy new clothes. It's okay. I'm getting older. I have kids, I'm just going to accept it. It is what it is. Jamie likes pumpkin donuts. Emotional eating. Yeah, I mean, it happens. So here's the deal. I would just buy bigger clothes. And so I would buy a 6. And then they got tight. And then I would buy an 8, and they got tight. And then my 10s got tight, right? And so when it clicked for me, here's when it clicked. In April, I go on this leadership conference with some of my coaches. And it was an earned trip, and it was a free trip that we had earned for, working our coaching business. And so I go, and I go into my building, and I'm getting my clothes out from the summer that fit me last year. And so I'm going, and none of those clothes fit me. Not one single item, nothing. And I'm not talking like they don't fit me and they're a little snug. Like they don't even go over my hips. Like seriously. And you've probably seen some of them, like the white shorts that I had on. You've probably seen that post, like the white shorts side by side maybe. Yeah, it was bad. So, like I have a breakdown, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, my own clothes don't even fit me. And I don't know if you've done this, but like I was so upset about it that I go and I have pizza, Dr. Pepper, chocolate, and then I come home and drink wine. Right? Like I was really upset about it. I was really wanting to do something about it, right? So you do that. Like that's going to help things. That's going to make things better by going and stuffing my face, emotional eating, right? So yeah, in April, I say it was my wake up call, but I'm going to tell you it really wasn't. And I'll tell you why, because I didn't take action. So I don't know if you've done that. If you've gone to your closet and you're looking at your closet and nothing fits you. Like it's your own closet. They're your own clothes. It's one thing to go shopping and you look at something and you're like, oh, that's cute. I'm going to go try that on. And then it doesn't. And you're like, I really thought that looked like it was kind of big. And it didn't fit me. I've done that before. Have you done that? I've done that several times, thinking it was big and then it's like way too tight. But when your own clothes don't fit, now that's a little depressing, right? Because they're your clothes. And they're cute clothes. And they're clothes that you liked. And here's what would happen. I would go like on date night, like we have a sitter and we're going to go out and it's just me and John and I'm excited and he's excited and we're upstairs getting ready and we like to get ready together and just kind of make a big ordeal about date night. And so we do, like we usually put music on and, get ready together and I'm putting my clothes on and he can tell it's not going to be a good night. Ever done that before? Like you're putting your jeans on and you're just pissed off because they're not even going over your hips. And so you let your whole weight and your body image just determine how you treat others and how you talk to yourself. And it ruins the whole night. So I'm mad. Like I'm so mad that my clothes don't fit me that I take it out on the ones that I love, right? So to me, it's not just about the weight. It's not about, hey, I need to lose 20 pounds so I look good in a pair of jeans or that I look good in my bikini for my vacation in 4 days. No, that's not what it's about. And that's why it didn't click for me in April. It didn't click for me in April because my mind wasn't ready. My mind wasn't ready yet. It just wasn't into the game yet. And here's why. I had a crap ton of mental issues to work through. I was a wreck. I really was. I was a wreck. And just mentally, I was not able to focus on what I needed to focus on. And so just through that whole trip, I realized that I needed to, really get some help. And you know what? Your mentality or your mindset is probably not going to be as drastic as mine was. But what I had to do is I had to really seek out help, and, if you're someone that struggles with mental issues, no matter what it is, how big or small, whether it's depression or anxiety, because I do struggle with those things as well, or more drastic things. For me, it was just a whole ton of things that I, had put off that I needed to really just face, right? Sometimes we just need to face things head on. And so I started to take ownership of that. And what I had to do for the first time in my life was I had to learn to love myself, whether if I weighed 162 pounds or 128 pounds. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if you don't love yourself right now for who you are right now, what makes you think that you're going to love yourself anymore when you lose 20, 30, 40 pounds? I mean, you're still the same person, right? So you do, you have to love yourself for who you are right now in this moment. Not if, not when, not later, right now. And I had to do that. And I was able to do that because I sought out help. So that's what I did. And I was diagnosed with several different things. And one of those things, in which I don't really talk a whole lot about, and I talk about, the depression, anxiety, bipolar, ADHD, a lot. But what I don't talk about is the binge eating disorder. And that was also something that I was diagnosed with, is binge eating disorder. And I didn't even know it was a thing. That is a real medical diagnosis, binge eating disorder. Who knew? So I was able to talk about that, to work on some of my triggers, and really figure out why I was doing this. Well, obviously, emotional eating is one of my triggers. Weekends, one of my triggers. And to really key in on what those things are and move past them. Because here's what was happening. I was doing good on the weekdays, Monday through Thursday, and then the weekend would hit, and every bit of progress that I would do was out the window. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? I don't know if you've done that before, but I did. And I cannot tell you how many day ones I have had over and over and over. So for a year and a half, I struggled and I struggled and I struggled. And I said, okay, Monday's the day. Let's do this. Monday is the day I'm going to do it, right? Have you been there? Have you been there? And here's what happens. Monday comes. We've got great intentions, right? Great intentions. Monday's here and we're ready to go. And what happens on Wednesday? Our friend wants to go eat at the pizza place, right? Or the buffet, whatever. We live in a small town, that's why I say places like that. But, and pizza's my weakness. And so I'm like, okay, I'll go eat pizza. No big deal. Pizza on Wednesday. I missed my workout on Wednesday. Great. Thursday, somebody from the office brings donuts, and I have a donut. Or two. So now it's Friday, so you know what? I might as well just wait till Monday, right? Throw in the towel. And that's our mentality. We have a scarcity mindset. All or nothing, right? And that's how I think of things sometimes, is all or nothing. And you can't think like that. That is such a scarcity mindset. You have to have a plentiful mindset. You have to have an abundance mindset of, you know what? It's not going to be perfect. It's okay if I mess up. I'm going to have a donut, and it's going to be okay. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm going to get to that a little bit and tell you why I had the results that I did and what happened to change my mindset, to shift it, and why I had the results that I did. So here's the deal. Here's what I did, because what's the program? What's this magic program that you're doing, right? There's no magic program. Nope, there's not. You can do any program. It doesn't matter what it is. But here's what I like about the program I did. It was Max 30, Insanity Max 30. It was hard. It was insane. It pushed me past my limit, out of my comfort zone. I hate cardio. I would much rather lift weights all day long. But I knew I needed something different. I knew I needed something to push me. So I said I had that wake-up call in April. But I started to really wake up in late July. I started to feel good about myself. I started to feel confident. Even though I hadn't lost weight, I started to feel better. I went to Summit, which is our Beachbody convention in Nashville. And I came back from that and I said, you know what? It's time. So August 1st, I committed 150% to max 30. But here's something differently that I did. Before, I said, I'm not going to miss one single workout. I'm not going to cheat on my nutrition at all. I'm going to be perfect, right? No, I didn't do that this time. This time I said, I'm going to give myself some grace, and I'm not going to be perfect. This is a journey. This is a lifestyle, and I'm going to mess up because I'm allowed to mess up, and I'm going to live my flippin' life, okay? I'm going to have popcorn at the movies, and I'm going to have Skittles at the movies, you know? But what I'm not going to do is give up. What I'm not going to do is quit. I'm not going to spend 2 hours in a gym. I spent 30 minutes a day in my living room, at home, 5 days a week. No more 2 hours. No more 2 hours. No more 6, 7 days a week. And I skipped 2 or 3 workouts the whole program. Now, before, I probably would have skipped a whole heck of a lot more because it took the pressure off of myself. I took the pressure off myself of being perfect because it's a lifestyle. You know, I don't want something quick. You know, I don't want something to just take the weight off and then to come right back on. Okay? So, that changed for me. And, you know, when I was just making it a habit, which for me, you've probably seen a lot of my posts and you think that I'm a crazy lady, and I kind of am. I've been diagnosed a crazy lady. But I'm medicated for it. No, but seriously, you know, I get up super early. I do. I'm a 4 a.m. riser. I'm ready to go in the morning. I like to get up. That is when I function the best, is 4 a.m. But I made a habit of it. I've done that every single morning for, gosh, the last 10 years. And I'm able to do that because I made a habit. Like I said, exercise has never been my downfall. It's the food. And so here's what I did differently with my food. Again, it was mindset. So I told myself, I was like, you know, you can't keep eating crap food and expecting to get results. Because that's what I was doing. I would count calories because I refuse to eat healthy food. I don't like it. I like junk food. I'm a picky eater. I would eat like a 12-year-old kid if I could and still be fit. That's the honest truth. I like chicken tenders and pizza and nachos and McDonald's. I like McDonald's. Most people probably don't, but I do. I like that stuff. That's just me. That's who I am. That's what I would eat. So, when people tell me I'm picky, I just like junk food and fast food. Me too. If it's in a box, that's what I want to eat. Cheez-Its, Doritos, Cheetos. I like it. So, I had to change my mindset. And I had to tell myself, you know what? I have to feel my body for these workouts. If I really want to change and I want to feel better, I already feel better mentally. It's time that I feel better physically. And for me, it wasn't about the jean size. It wasn't about looking good in a bikini. It was about getting back to me. Because like I said, I got to a point to where I didn't want to go out. Because every time I did, it was a complete meltdown in my bedroom on a pair of jeans not fitting, you know. And like I said, the whole body image thing, I just started to shut down. I started to treat people differently, and then my whole family was affected by it. So for me, it was different. So my relationship with food had to change, and it did. It did. I started to really incorporate more vegetables. I actually never had many vegetables until I was about, 32 years old. I'm 35 now. I had cucumbers and carrots when I was younger, but now I can eat just about any vegetable. I actually made a post on my like page about that today. But anyway, here's something, because a lot of you have been asking, have you? Anyway, so here's something that I've been doing recently. That I really like, that has been really game-changing for me, that I absolutely love, I'm in love with, and now I can't imagine doing anything differently. And that is intermittent fasting. And when you hear fasting, you're probably like, do you starve yourself every other day? Do you not eat? No, you eat, and you eat a lot, I promise. So basically what I do is I eat within an 8-hour window. And so every day I eat from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my gosh, I would starve. First of all, I've never been a breakfast person anyway. So all I eat in the mornings anyway before this was my Shakeology. So for me, it wasn't a huge transition. I would have a snack maybe sometimes. But the first couple of days I did want to eat my arm off. But what I like about this is it's high in fat. And I saw a lot of changes. within 3 days after starting this. My lower abs, moms, you have that lower ab just kind of pooch always. I really started to just feel flatter in my lower ab area. I started to feel less bloat. I had more energy. I work out fasted. I've always worked out fasted, but I'm not going to go into a lot of that. But it's, I still live my life. Like I said, I have popcorn at the movies with my kids. I have Skittles. You hear me talk about that a lot because we go to the movies a lot. But at the end of the day, here's the deal. It was my mindset. It was getting my mind in the right spot of learning to love myself for who I am right here, right now, not when, not if, and accepting that, like accepting yourself for who you are. Because you have to, because it's great if you can lose the weight. But then you have to realize there's going to be bad days. There's going to be days when you show up and you don't want to do it. Because guess what? There was a lot of those. I was really sore with this program. I woke up a lot of days, especially the first couple of weeks, where I was so sore I could barely walk down my stairs right here. I couldn't hardly. And a lot of times that gets in our way. We make excuses. And that's all that they are, is they are excuses that get in our way, and they don't give us results. And if you truly want to make a change, you'll get those excuses out of the way. But that's what you have to do. Like, you have to connect your why. Why do you want to do this? It has to be deep. You have to really look past, just those surface reasons of why you want to succeed on a health and fitness journey. You have to look, I want this for my family. I want to be confident, and I want to love myself, and I want to look in the mirror and be proud of who I am. That's it. You know what? All this other stuff of getting to wear my leggings that actually fit me now and my shorts that fit me now and feeling proud, that's just icing on the cake, right? Just feeling good about who you are, right? Because I think sometimes, especially as moms, we think it's selfish to take care of ourselves, when in reality, it's necessary. It is necessary to take care of ourselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves, how can we take care of everybody else? You can't. You can't take care of everybody else if you don't take care of yourself. You're not going to have the energy, right? So here is my final results. I don't even think I shared those. I probably didn't. I think I put them in the comments about, or whatever it is, the post above. 22 pounds, 30 inches, 6 inches came off my waist. Crazy. 60 days. 60 days. I was so not expecting those kind of results. I wasn't. Like, I was going to be patient. I went into it with the mindset of 1 pound per week and just feeling better. That's the mindset that I went in with. So I was pretty blown away. I've never had results like this before with any program. I had pretty good results with T25, and I committed with that. But with T25, I was running. I was running with T25. I believe I was, wasn't I? Yeah, I was running with T25. But with this, no, because I've had a lot of you ask, what extra workouts are you doing? What extra ab workouts are you doing? It's been my nutrition. It has been my nutrition with this. So there's been no extra workouts. It's the food. I've changed my eating habits. So there's that, and so here's how you can do it. You hold yourself accountable. For one, and here's what I did too. Of course, you've seen my pictures. And, when I have my girls, of course, most of you know I'm a health and fitness coach. But when my girls join my groups, something that they have to do before they get in my groups is they have to take their pictures. And those are hard, right? You don't want to take your pictures before you start a program. But I'm telling you, if you start a program and you take your pictures, that is your goodbye picture. That's what I call them. I tell them, this is your goodbye picture. You're not going to say, that you're saying goodbye to that person. You're never going to see that person again, but they can't get into my group until they take those pictures. And the reason for that is we have to face what we've done to ourselves. I think so many times we don't take ownership. Like, we make excuses if, I've had kids, or I've had a C-section, or, I'm busy, and, we're all busy. We all have 24 hours in a day. And it's time that we stop making excuses. It's time that we just really make the change and just do it, right? And, it's funny to me because, like I said, people have reached out. And when I tell them that it was hard work, and it was nutrition, and it was mindset, see you later. It's not a cleanse. It's not a pill. Okay, never mind. I'll do something else. Right? That's what we're all looking for. And I'm here to tell you, there is not a magic pill. There is nothing that's going to take it away. And you know what? Maybe there is. Maybe there is a magic pill that will take it away temporarily. But guess what? It comes back, and it usually comes back a whole heck of a lot more. Because here's something else. And I hear this a lot. People will say, well, I count calories, or I count points, or this, and I can lose weight eating McDonald's, or I can lose weight eating candy bars. Yeah, you're right. Anybody can lose weight eating any amount of food, any kind of food, as long as your calories are less than the amount of exercise, right? So, but here's the thing. Is that the healthy way to do it? Is it going to keep it off? No, I don't want to do a diet that is going to give me quick results and then jump right back in to a plan or a lifestyle where I'm going to gain it right back, like I did with my bikini competition. I got great results, but I could not maintain that lifestyle. I couldn't maintain a lifestyle of working out in the gym for 2 hours a day and eating not with my family and not living my life. You have to live your life. There are times that you're going to want a piece of chocolate cake with caramel and ice cream and chocolate drizzled all over the top of it with almonds, and then more chocolate and ice cream and caramel all over it. And you can have it. Right? I mean, that's just the truth. Because it's life. Have the cake sometimes. It's okay to have the cake. Right? And don't make yourself work out 14 hours after that. It's just don't do it. So, the point of the story is, give yourself some grace. Get the right mindset, because it's not about the program. It is about the food. You do have to eat the right foods, but it's about your mind. You have to get your mind in the right place to know that, you know what, if I gain a little bit of a weight this week, it's okay, because I know that I'm doing the right things. I know that I'm eating right. I know that I'm exercising. So you know what? I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to stay resilient, because even though I didn't see the results physically this week, I know that they're going to compound over time, and eventually I'm going to see them. Because guess what? There were weeks that I gained weight. There were weeks that I stayed the same. Was I frustrated with that? Yeah, I was frustrated with that, but did I give up? No, I did not give up. And that's what happens to us. We start a program, we see the scale move up, and we say, I cave. I've been eating chicken and broccoli all week long for what? To lose half a pound. Or to lose 1 pound. Well, guess what? I can do that eating pizza. Well, you know what? 1 pound a week, compounded over the entire year, is 52 pounds. If you keep those behaviors up, if you keep doing those small, little behaviors every single day. That's what it boils down to. You can't just expect to eat a salad and all of a sudden you're fit. Right? It's not how it works. It's not how it works. So you have to do that. One more thing that I'll leave you with, because this happens a lot too. I'll have my ladies come in, because it's typically ladies that I'm working with, and they'll be frustrated. And you've probably heard me talk about this a time or two, but they'll be frustrated because they come in and their husbands are going to support them. And so they're super excited, right? Because their husbands are supporting them. And they'll both come in and they're excited, and they take their pictures and their measurements and their weight. And they're excited. So they meal plan. And they're going to eat the same foods, and they're going to exercise together. And, midweek, hubby, he kind of flakes out. He doesn't do as many workouts, and he kind of sneaks off and gets hamburger, fries, pizza, has some Dr. Pepper during the week. He cheats a lot. Like I said, he misses workouts. But what's wife do? She's working out 7 days a week, and she's eating her chicken and her broccoli and her tilapia and her asparagus, and she is doing the plan to a T. And then on weigh day, what happens? What happens? We know, ladies, what happens. The man loses 12 pounds, right? And the lady loses 0.5. That's just the nature of the beast. So what happens? She gets mad because it's not fair, right? It's not fair. She gets mad. It's not fair. He skipped workouts. He ate crap food. And here I am sticking to the plan. So she has a choice. She has a choice to play the victim and be mad and give up and just say it's not fair. Or she has a choice, again, to be patient and consistent and resilient and keep moving on, right? Because that's what happens. So, at the end of the day, keep pushing forward because it's a process. Those little things that you do every single day add up. Little bitty behaviors over time are going to give you results. So, I'm going to keep on going. Do I want to lose any more weight? Probably not. Do I want to tone and tighten and get some muscles? Yeah. And I want to keep on going. I want to keep on going with my nutrition. My workouts, like I said, never been a problem, but my nutrition, I really have to keep a handle on that. I have to keep my mental focus. I have to make sure I'm clear mentally, that I'm stable there, because gosh, it just helps me all the way around with everything, with, you know, my mental clarity, my body image, my energy, just the way I feel. So anyway, that's that. Thank you for joining me, guys. My goodness, it's just so good to share with you guys. I feel obligated to share because it makes me feel so good. So if you're there and you're stuck, because I was stuck for a year, if you're stuck, I know how badly you want to get out of that. Because you do. You sit there and you think, gosh, why can't I get out of this? I want to get out of this so bad. So I know you do. I know that you want to get out so badly. And you're sitting there telling yourself, I just can't. I've tried so many times and I just fail. You just haven't been ready mentally. So I'm here to tell you that you can. And I want you to experience a breakthrough like I have, because it feels good. And it's not just a breakthrough with the weight. It's a breakthrough emotionally, physically, mentally. Again, I just feel obligated to share that because of how I feel on the inside. Because to me, the transformation happened on the inside. The transformation on the inside is where the magic happens. That's where it clicks. And that's what I love about what I do. This thing called health and fitness, it's like 1% of what I do. You know, it really empowers me to believe that I'm worth something and that I can do this. And then I can help other people do it too. That's why I get on to do these live videos, is to let you guys know, you know what, I'm stuck too. You know what, I felt like I couldn't do it either, but I did. And I'm back, right? You know, you get to that point and you're like, gosh, I got in great shape. Now I'm in horrible shape. Am I ever going to get back to that? Guess what? Clothes in my closet fit me again. Right? So, anyway, if you're there, right where I was, standing in front of your closet with your clothes not being able to fit, I'm telling you what, go try them on right now. Do it. Try them on right now and take some pictures and tell yourself that in 8 to 10 weeks, you're going to take some more pictures and you're going to be able to fit into them. That's what I did. I'm serious. That's exactly what I did. I took pictures of myself with all that junk hanging over. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take pictures again in these exact same clothes. And I'm not going to look like this. And I did. Okay? That's it. That's all I have. I'll share more of my journey and more about this nutrition plan because I think you guys are going to like it. It's been good. It's been eye-opening for me. It's been different, but I like it. I like it because I can have fats and butter, and I mean, it's good and it's healthy. But yeah, I like it. So anyway, I'm going to get my kids to bed. Who knows what they're doing down there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great night.